Imagine taking a field trip to ancient Rome right from your desk. Or what about collaborating on a project with students halfway across the world? This isn't science fiction anymore. It's the new reality of the classroom. The very technology that powers our daily lives is completely reshaping how we learn. But what does this transformation really mean? For students, for teachers, how is technology changing not just the tools we use, but the very heart of how we absorb knowledge? Well, let's dive in and find out. All right, here's our roadmap. First, we'll look at the event that basically hit the fast forward button on all this. Then we'll get clear on the core technology behind it, explore all the benefits, face the challenges, and finally, we'll take a peek into the future of education. So, the move to digital classrooms was already happening, but kind of slowly. Then, a single global event came along and acted like a massive accelerator, pretty much squeezing decades of change into just a matter of months. It felt like it happened overnight, didn't it? Schools and universities everywhere had to pivot. E-learning went from being just an option to being the only option. And this huge global experiment proved that learning isn't just confined to a physical building. It made plugging technology into our schools an absolute necessity. Okay, so what is all this technology we keep talking about? Well, the key acronym you're going to hear a lot is ICT. So let's break down exactly what that means. At its core, information and communication technology, or ICT, is really the whole ecosystem of digital tools we use to make education better. And I want you to think bigger than just computers. We're talking about the internet, specialized software, interactive smartboards, AI tutors, even super immersive virtual reality. The author David Warlick really put it perfectly. He said that technology is the pen and paper of our time. And that just hits the nail on the head. It's not some extra luxury anymore. It's the fundamental tool we use to understand and interact with the world around us. So what actually happens when these tools are brought into the classroom in a really effective way? What are the real tangible benefits for everyone involved, students and teachers alike? The advantages are pretty profound. Suddenly, lessons become way more engaging and interactive. Learning can be personalized, so a student who's struggling can get a little extra help, while another can just leap ahead. Classrooms are no longer limited by geography, and, this is a big one, students develop those essential digital skills they're absolutely going to need for the rest of their lives. And the impact on students, it's undeniable. Studies have actually found that a staggering 75% of them feel that ICT makes learning more engaging. And when students are engaged, it's simple. They just learn better. And this isn't just a theory. These are the practical tools that are making it happen right now. Interactive whiteboards can transform a simple wall into a collaborative digital space. Learning management systems, or an LMS, they become the digital hub for all your assignments and resources. And with tools like VR, a biology class can literally travel inside a human cell. How amazing is that? But let's be realistic. This revolution isn't without its challenges. For all its potential, the road to a truly digital classroom has some pretty significant obstacles. Now, this chart reveals a really telling gap. While most educators, we're talking about 82%, are using basic tools like presentations and PDFs, way fewer are using the more advanced systems. In some areas, only 38% have adopted those comprehensive learning management systems. This shows a clear divide between just using technology and truly integrating it. So, what's causing this gap? Well, the barriers are complex. It could be something like poor internet access or teachers who just haven't received enough training. Sometimes it's a lack of digital skills among students or staff, or even just a simple resistance to change. All these factors together contribute to the digital divide, and that can prevent ICT from reaching its full potential. But despite all those challenges, the destination is absolutely worth the journey. The future that ICT promises is one where the focus shifts away from the teacher at the front of the room and onto the individual needs of every single student. And this is the fundamental shift. We move away from that traditional one-size-fits-all lecture. Instead, technology empowers a student-centered model. Learning becomes more personal, more collaborative, and more self-directed, which really puts students in the driver's seat of their own education. So, we're left with a final, crucial question. You see, it's no longer if technology belongs in education. The real challenge and the great opportunity is how. How do we harness this incredible power to bridge the divides, overcome the barriers, and unlock the full potential of every single learner?